All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1193 on this beautiful Monday evening, first week of the KonaButterflyz Studying Brew week of November. First week of November for the Studying Brew.
Yeah.
First week in November.
First week in November.
First week in November.
First Monday.
What?
First Monday of
First
November.
Monday of November. Anyways, you know what I mean. We're here. It's November. You're here. It's November. And you know what? We're so happy to have you here. What are you saying?
Just the fact that it's already November. It's crazy.
Oh,
Just distracted easy tonight.
yeah, I am. I don't know what's going on over there. Thank you so much for being here. You could have been anywhere else to be, but you decided to be here for this 30 minutes of free of the securities, getting these FINRA exams, these NASA exams, whether it's the SIE, the 6, 63, 26, 65, and Series 7, or maybe the 66, maybe the 64, maybe the 60, 40, 80. I don't know. I'm just making up numbers now. There's a lot of numbers, but it doesn't matter because we're going to give you the keys to help you pass the exam by focusing in on what, Brandy? Keywords. Yes, the keywords. That's what we're going to do. You always go. I'm never sure if you know where I'm going.
Yeah, I actually was kind of checked out right there.
I thought so. I thought so. We are going with the keywords on the Studying Brew tonight. And my name is Andy. I am the guy here that's torturing his wife by asking the ADD person questions when I know she's not paying attention. But that doesn't matter because some of you might have ADD. Some of you might be hyperactive. Some of you may not be able to be paid to sit still, nor can you get through a whole exam without wondering about a lot of things. But that's why Brandy is so amazing because if she can do it, you can do it. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so that way you too can get a pass notice. And I just want to say thank you so much for a lot of prayers that went out for one of our members, Denise. Her husband was in the ICU, and then he was in the hospital, and now he's back home. So, power of prayer, congratulations. We are so excited to say that he is back at home, and power of prayer works. And keep your prayers up for Joanna. She's on, I think. But as always, power of prayer. You guys let us know. We'll put in some prayers for your family or you. We really do believe in that over here. So thank you so much. Just a little family update. Our daughter broke her leg. Well, it's a fracture, we think. Like a what is it called? Stress fracture. So it's very small. We're gonna go to get an MRI tomorrow. We'll find out the extent of it. But all in all, both kids have made it through their sports pretty unscathed. So thank you, God, for that. And now we are on to the winner, just like you guys, getting ready for the next year. And how did we get ready for the next year, Brandy? We did Kona 2.0, right?
Yes.
Why am I what?
I didn't know where you were going with that one either.
Just be ready. Kona 2.0. What do you want to tell us about Kona 2.0, Brandy? Now that you distracted me in my whole roll in.
Sorry. All right, guys. So we switched Kona up a little bit because
I was gonna give it a whole excitement.
sorry.
I was all ready to give it my all, give it my thing, and then you just started laughing.
I know, I'm sorry, I apologize. So no, in all seriousness, we we did a lot of soul searching, we've done a lot of thinking, we did a lot of looking around, we did a lot of talking to y'all, and we realized that now is the time to switch to a more testing and coaching focus. So if you guys will notice that our Zoom day schedules have reduced slightly, and that's just because we decided to really shift our focus into making sure that you guys have everything that you need to get the most confidence that you can possibly have walking into this test center.
It's that old adage, less is more. So we're going to do less of one thing and more of another, where we're going to do more one-on-ones. We're going to do more tutoring. We're going to do more coaching, more of a lot of different things. So content, we still have that. We still have our 21-day plan. We still have all of the things that we do, the test taking techniques. We're still going to have that during the live sessions. But we're going to do more focused on just the all around passing a dang exam in general and breaking people of bad habits when they come to us. We get a lot of people with really bad habits from other study preps and other study things where they're reading the entire book, they're doing all this extra stuff, and they're defeated, they're tired, they're so sick of doing something for 3 months and then feeling like they're getting nowhere because they can't understand anything. They're still quizzing over and over. They're only halfway through the material. I think of Dave,
David
David
Coleman.
Coleman. I call him Dave now.
I could tell.
We call him Dave.
Yeah.
We got a Series 63. We call him Dave. Anyways, David Coleman, 77. Is that what he old is?
5, 6.
75? I don't know.
He just had a
He's in
birthday.
his 70s. You get my point.
David.
Hi, David. He's not on.
I know.
He's in bed. Pretty sure. David Coleman's in his 70s. He's asleep at 10 o'clock. Just saying. He was like, I was doing this other thing and because it was free. And I literally was only halfway through the book or the material, and I was studying for 2 months. He's like, I'm a pretty smart dude. How many? I think he has like a PhD and a master's.
I think it's
Anyways,
a few.
yeah. You know that place out there called Silicon Valley? He kind of helped start that whole thing. Anyways, pretty smart dude. And he's like, so if I do your program, what is it all about? And I'd tell him all the things, and everything. And guy passed all his exams in what was it, 90 days?
Yeah, there was a slight delay in one of them.
But it has nothing to do with us.
Mm.
It has nothing to do with anything other than administrative stuff. But 90 days, done. He's like, I don't have time to wait. And he was kind of made a joke. He's like, I'm in my 70s. Do you think I have time for this? I'm like, point proven, point taken. And so he goes, so he got through it. And then we've had other people who tell us, like, one of the main things I love about you guys is the coaching. We love the coaching. We love the fact that we can come to you. So we're shifting where the people need us, and that's what we're doing. So as we go into November, we're going to make a lot of changes through our membership stuff. We're going to make a lot of changes. And we already made changes in the live sessions. Tomorrow, you're going to see that we have a new one called Test Lab. Brandy's going to go through a test in the lab.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have stuff like the Power Hour. We're Q&A. We're going to have stuff like Pass Notice Friday. All of them different. All of them have their own description. All of them have their own vibe. All of them have their own purpose. Yes, there will be replays. Yes, we'll be putting it out there. More and more, we're going to start shifting and pivoting, as they say.
The pivot.
Yes, and making and just putting explanation points on everything that everybody finds useful, and that's what we're going to be focusing in on. That being said, some of our free stuff is going to be dialed down. We are not going to have as much free stuff available out there, but we're going to have stuff still available. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So paid, if you're not a member with KonaButterflyz, please do. And we'll get to that in just a minute. But there's another conversation that happened in the chat before we got on. What's going on in the news, Brandy, that's so distracting to a particular person in the Bay Area named Simone?
So 3 days ago, so distracted by other news. 3 days ago, Netflix announced, if you guys know from studying, shareholders of Netflix had to vote on whether or not the stock split will happen. And 3 days ago, Friday, Netflix declared a 10-for-1 split that will be happening soon. I didn't actually check the date on when that's going to be happening. Guys, look, I've mentioned it before. I try not to use real world stocks as examples, but when we talk about the diversification of mutual funds or ETFs or anything like that, and how November 14th, thank you, and how very inexpensive it is to get into a package security, I'll use the example of, let's say, the ABC fund being priced at, let's say, $10.50 versus one, in this case, Netflix stock. One, I just looked up the price of a Netflix stock. It is $1,100. I don't know about y'all, but that is one stock for $1,000.
One stock.
That's insane. And so literally they just announced a 10-for-1 split. That means basically, depending on how much the share costs or the price per share is November 14th when they split, let's just take the easy math of $1,000, split that up, divide by 10. That means it's going to lower its price to 100. and then it'll increase the number of shares
Number of investors too, I'm
by
imagining.
$10. I mean, by $10, by 10 times. So 100 shares at $1,000. Now I'm going to have 1,000 shares at $100. Did I say that backwards?
It's the same amount, just all broken up more.
Yeah. 100 shares at 1,000. Anyways. So basically that's what's happening. They're making it, and then when the quick thing that I just read before we went live is literally to make it more accessible for more shareholders to buy their stocks, because it's just stupidly priced at $1,000.
Yeah. It's a great move.
It is a great move. It makes it so, guys, most companies usually do a stock split, which means more shares, less
Did you
price.
mention the company?
Netflix. I'm not saying go out and buy it. I'm not saying
I was just going to do that, but I was going to let you finish your thought.
It's just a fact in the news. But basically, why most companies do that, lower their share price, is so that way it makes it more attractive, so more people can trade it.
As they say, Brandy is not telling you to invest in Netflix. We are not endorsing Netflix. This is not in any way for you to go out and do any kind of investments with Netflix. This is purely educational. Do your own research. Make sure you pick stocks based on your suitability, as always. And we have to do that because Brandy has her Series 65 and her Series 7.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's not advice.
It's not advice.
Just explaining the news.
Exactly. So we have to be very careful when we mention those kinds of things. But we used to do this all the time. And then people got very political about it, and I ain't doing that.
Right.
Joanna, thank you so much. 1,000 equals 1 share, 10-to-1 split, $100 equals 10 shares.
Yes.
She put a question mark, but you should not put the question mark.
No.
Put an exclamation point. You got it right, girl.
Yes.
Next Series 65 passer right there. Boom. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's get on to it.
Well, I'm the one who does it.
Yes, you do. But you look at me as if I have the power.
Power.
Nope. But I do get to drive the car, everybody. I do get to do that. All the time. Brandy, if you guys ever want to like have a thrill of your life, have her drive you up to the local mountains.
I'm out of practice.
Oh man. Drifting around corners.
I'm out of practice.
Hitting apexes. She used to do that for funsies. The rally race stuff. Yeah. It's a lot.
So it's easier when it's cones.
It's a little really fast. All right, everybody. Yeah, like I said, we have our whole program available. Scan the QR code, hit the links. We got course videos. We got these new live sessions. We got all member sessions. I feel like we should do a free orientation like we used to do on a Wednesday coming up here. And we can just go over all that is Kona and anybody that can join it and see if they'd like to join up and join in. I might do that soon. Now that we got all this free time.
Yeah.
Yeah. One-on-one tutoring. Please keep emailing us on that. If you like if you would like a one-on-one tutoring, please email us at KonaButterflyz@gmail.com. Spots are filling up pretty dang quick. Let me just say that. It is not guaranteed. It is only based on availability, of course. Books for sale, SIE 663 2665. Kona community on the Discord. Make sure to check out that Discord. I just uploaded all the events, all the new times, all the new stuff. You can get reminders over there for all the different live sessions as well if you just go click on the events and join in. Also, I put up some of the replays from the live sessions in there, so check it all out. And the new calendar for the fall did drop over there, so you can print it out as well. All right, let's get on to the next, which is tomorrow. Like I said, we got Test Lab Tuesday. What do you want to say about Test Lab Tuesday?
You put it up there perfectly. It is going to be practicing questions and decoding. So we're literally taking our test taking strategies. We're taking a different approach and a different way to look at the questions, kind of like what we practice here for free, for fun, but we dive deep on Tuesdays.
So if you're one of those people and we go over it and you're like, I want to know more, there you go.
See you tomorrow at 10.
See you at 10 tomorrow. Brandy's going to take it step by step.
Yeah.
Step by step.
Yeah.
Really slow.
You will not have seen words this clearly or simply.
Yeah.
Before.
We really try to keep it quick during the studying brew. It is just very basic when we do it. So we're going to go really deep into it on these test labs. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. You're going to learn, and your scores will improve.
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right, Kona Catchphrase Monday or Keyword Monday. It doesn't matter. We're focused on keywords. We're looking for key things that lead to the right answers. So some of you have already, especially if you use certain Q banks, you might have already mastered these Q banks. You might have seen these questions before. But as we say here all the time, we're not mastering Q banks. It doesn't matter if you've seen the question before. Do yourself a favor. If you're going to put in the chat or you're just going to go, oh, it's A, I've seen this one before, you are really doing yourself a disservice. You need to look at what we're focusing in on tonight, which are the key words that lead to the right answer. Why are we doing this to you? It is because when you go to the real exam, these questions are not going to be written in this way. They're not going to look the same. They're not going to be even in the same kind of vibe, aura, anything that remotely looks like these Q banks at all. Period. They're not. They could be way longer. They could be way shorter. They could be way more confusing. And I'm only saying this to you because this is a way to defeat all of that because you're focused on the key things. The key things do not change. It could be a pattern. It could be a lot of different stuff. Anything that I missed that you want to go ahead and do?
No, that's
Because I
exactly.
did see that you put plain meaning.
Yes. Just what the words mean as we know it outside of securities.
Not from your securities world, plain meaning of things.
Just what that word, what it does an exchange mean? Two people trading something.
I bought the wrong size.
I need to exchange.
I'm getting the right size. That's an exchange.
See? Just
went in with thumbs and something. They gave me the other. Boom, exchange. Nothing complicated.
Exactly. That's what we mean by plain meaning. What do the words say to you? Don't focus on securities content.
All right, let's go, Brandy.
All right. So, see? Look at this.
Real world experience.
Absolutely. The real world. All right. So, as you guys can see, we're talking about rates, right?
People stop being fake and start being real.
Yes.
The real world.
So we've got discount rate, federal funds rate, broker call loan rate, prime rate. Now, some of you who've been studying or have passed a few exams probably like, I know what these are vocabulary wise.
I know what these are, Brandy.
Stop.
Hey, do you know what I know? A and D are opposite.
Oops. Why am I writing discount over again?
I don't know.
I meant to go write what Diana put in the chat.
Cheap. Prime is prime. Prime steak, prime meat, prime time.
Amazon Prime. Oh, should put it there.
Deion Sanders prime.
That's right. Now, I feel like B is going to have something about federal or funds, right?
Yeah.
Like just those words. And I feel like broker call loan rate might have something about the broker.
I would have said it's also a loan.
Or a loan. Exactly. I feel like sometimes we can just look at the word,
and we're good with it.
And sometimes we can look at like discount cheaper.
Nothing fun about the feds. That's funny.
All right. Boom. Lots of words. So we're going to scan it for a match, right? Customer is financial FINRA member firm, buy securities on margin. The customer is expected to pay a rate of interest on the margin loan based on which of the following? Loan.
Margin is also a loan.
Loan. Now, hint. Now, hint. If you guys were looking at the Optimus Prime. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you for noticing Prime, Optimus Prime. Anyways, margins. There's a FINRA member. That all relates to broker call loan rates. Boom.
I should just start laughing when you're explaining, just to see if you can stay on track.
Go ahead.
No, I have to do it randomly.
Oh, I mean, I'll probably look at you and go, "What's so funny?"
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All the look at all these words. Look at all of these words.
When you said all, A has all.
Haha. It's a lot of words, right?
And an and.
There's ands. There's more than one and.
So that doesn't work.
I thought I saw it. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, I got ETFs are commissionable. Exchange traded products can be purchased on margin.
That's a loan. We just learned that.
Generally have reportable tax gains. And there are no tax consequences. That's what I'm focused on all of these words. What makes A different than B, different than C, different than D? We're all talking
So can
about
I
two.
say that C and D are kind of opposite? There's a tax consequence, and then C is a tax gain.
Interesting that you mentioned that once we got it down to this simple few words.
Yeah, I just focused in on taxes. I know there's people focusing on ETFs and whatnot, but I just looked at the tax.
Exactly.
Call me PTSD from the tax guy, but whenever time I see tax, just focus in on tax.
Exactly. So let's go look at the question. And it says, dun, 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 for ETFs, the phrase tax efficiency can be best described by which of the following concepts? No tax consequences or reportable tax gains. Which one sounds more efficient?
C.
Tax gains sounds more efficient?
I don't know.
I would think
You asked me.
I would think no tax consequences is the most
Well, yeah,
efficient.
no tax consequences is what I want.
Well, and if you read the whole answer
Well,
choice, it
C
says
to me,
D.
honestly, before you get into it, tax gains it just seems wrong because I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna say
Reportable tax gains. I don't
this
know
is
what it.
opposite of efficient. It's just saying that it's that you're gonna have a tax gain, like a gain. Oh yeah, just looking at report for efficiency. Yeah, I mean I get it, report efficiency, and then the fact that it says D usually doesn't mean that it's completely tax free. Just usually there's no tax consequences.
That's pretty good.
That's efficient to me.
That sounds efficient. See, you asked me questions. I gave the answer that I thought. Just thought wrong. How many people thought wrong?
I mean, people would think wrong. That's why we're here.
That's why I'm here.
Purchasing power risk, business risk, inflation risk, reinvestment risk. If you guys know, purchasing power and inflation is literally the same.
That is true.
Oops. It's not even similar. It's literally the same. So we know that these are not, you can't pick one of those.
Business risk is one business, and then reinvestment is just doing it again.
Do again, one business. That's easy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. An investor has a bond maturing. Okay, first of all, when a risk question starts with an investor,
Okay, can I say this real quick? I know I'm jumping ahead here, but I don't see anywhere in that question there's one business mentioned. So I'm going with D.
thank you. That's exactly what I was just going to say. When you guys see a question and it's talking about the investor, probably not talking about the
I
business.
immediately saw investor. I didn't see one single mention of one single business. I'm marking D. I'm not even reading the rest. I'm not using wasted brain power. I'm moving on. Trying to hit that 2 minute, 10 questions.
I'm just gonna move on. Reviewing. Okay, so we got days going on in this one, right? We got next 90 days, we got within 30 days, we got within 30 days. This is similar.
Most things are 30 days.
Most things are 30 days, and we've got two. So I'm going to either notify my broker dealer or I'm going to do a new account form.
So that's safe to say A and B are probably out.
I'm going to say probably. I'm going to say probably A and B are out. So because the 230s in C and D.
Let's move that truck. Oh, wrong show.
Question. Whoa, what the heck just happened? I don't like my new. Okay. So it says that's the broker dealer's customer relocating for a position with a higher salary and bonus. This requires what? So he's relocating. Do I have to open a new account or does he just
No,
need to
you just got to
notify?
tell them. I'm moving on up like George Jefferson.
Like this is like there's no need for a new account.
Nah,
So he just needs to notify us of his
that's
relocation.
it. We
And,
did it.
and you guys probably looked at this and are like, I don't remember studying this.
Doesn't matter.
That's why we do it this way. That's why we do it.
Most of the questions on the exam are going to make you feel like you didn't study anyway.
Because it's usually like these things, guys, are usually buried in one sentence in one paragraph. Or like in our study guides, it's probably buried in a bullet point somewhere.
And you missed it.
And we miss it.
You're sleeping over it. But here's the thing is that this is why we do this because you don't want to sleep on these kinds of techniques and strategies because more than likely than not, you're going to run across a situation where it feels like the question is something you've never seen before. You don't remember studying it, you don't remember seeing it, and you should not lose your head. You should just rely on what we just did right there.
Absolutely.
Common sense, plain meaning, just go for it.
Exactly.
Don't overcomplicate it.
Exactly.
You'll probably get it right.
Absolutely. Ooh, sorry. So another risk question. There's a lot of risk questions today. I've got political, which usually means government,
One business again,
one business,
laws,
a law,
regulation,
or a rule. Plain and
rules.
simple. Rule regulation.
Rules and laws are not the same thing.
Mm-mm.
You got rules at your work that say, please refill the toilet paper in the bathroom, but it's not a law, is it?
Right. Right.
I think sometimes we get caught up in that.
That's very true. And Diana said that laws and regulations are similar. They're
They are.
definitely not the same.
They're not the same, but they're very similar.
Okay. Wow. Let's just scan it.
Oh, it's a business.
It's a business, but there's a whole sentence in there.
I'm looking for it.
Recently received a notice that the Wetlands Maintenance and Drainages Act.
Ooh, we just got into a law.
Do you guys see that? It's an act. Act is law. Act, law. It wasn't from the USDA or the EPA or anything like that. It was literally an act. Act, law.
An act is a law.
Right.
Write that down if you don't know that.
Now I'm going to tell you guys this because I feel like I need to do my due diligence as a securities.
Do your due diligence.
Kaplan is the only one that separates legislative and regulatory. Everybody else combines it under regulatory. So if you are studying in STC, if you have seen FINRA's, it's literally the same thing.
So what you're saying is FINRA has them together.
FINRA has legislative and
I would say the reason why they probably do that is it's too hard to differentiate them sometimes, and it wouldn't be fair.
Yes, absolutely. So it's usually falls under it's kind of interchangeable, legislative and regulatory, but for the most part, they call it regulatory, and that's laws, rules, regulations. But Kaplan separates them. So we still play the keyword game. See, look, this is a perfect example.
Test lab?
Of why, exactly, test lab. Who cares how Kaplan says it? Who cares how FINRA says it? Who cares how STC has it? Or any of the other question banks out there? Just match the words. Just match the words.
It's like how I started this whole thing when we looked at these questions. Remember what I told you?
Exactly. You gotta make another.
Stop mastering Q banks.
They're gonna have chapter 20 risks. Anyways, state business license, partnership agreement, tax filing status, or employee identification numbers. Nothing's standing out, right? Boom. Partnership account, partnership agreement.
Keywords.
Boom, boom.
That's it.
Boom. Just like that.
Plain and simple.
That's simple.
Easy peasy.
Just like
nice and easy.
Boom.
Ifs and buts, candies and nuts. Guys, sometimes you just you gotta just keep it simple. That's it. Keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Stop beating your head over the head. Stop beating your head with the book, trying to say that you need to read more and more and more content, more content. I need to do the math again and again and again and again and again. Guys, it's not. It's a waste of your time. It's really a waste of your time. It is almost revolutionary sometimes when people just let it go. They just look at the plain meaning of things. And it's amazing once they've already studied some stuff and they go, you know what? I already know this. I know this. I just got to apply very little content here. I got it. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. Just because it's a different, harder exam, don't overcomplicate it. If you pass the SIE 6 and 63 and you're on the 26 or 65, Don't overcomplicate it. That's not how you got there. You kept it simple. You looked at the plain meaning of things, especially if you're doing Kona, and then you got the pass notice. If you haven't passed the SIE or you're working on your first one, that's what we're going to tell you. Don't overcomplicate the dang thing. That's it. And then you move on. And we're over it. And then we're going into the holidays and we're all having cranberry sauce and passing over the your 401k rollover. That's the great fun, right? So, all right, everybody, we'll be back for the Studying Brew tomorrow night. Test taking techniques Tuesday. Brandy's got test lab with the members tomorrow morning. Check it out. Make sure to check out that new live Zoom that code that went out, and check out that a reminder already hit your email. So that way you can already have that information and you can get more information on what we're going to be doing in the test lab. So look for that email to all you members. All right, everybody, we did it. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We super appreciate you. Can't wait to see you guys practice keywords in your quizzes. Have a great one.